Hop out the back, ready to crash niggas. All you head switches getting taken off when the law on us. New money got nigga itching like sun crawling on me. I ain't getting caught without it. Only rolling up the lightest. Heard your shit wasn't poppin'. I ain't rapping them dotted. Call a little nigga trickin', that boy slippin' in with a slot. Hit him in his head, that boy ain't even dead yet, he was not.
Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, TampaMystic, and we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast.
Industry's Most Wanted.
I heard we got Philly in the building.
Philly up top, you already know.
Hey, man, what's good with you, bro? Shout out to Zilla checking in. Give me some love first and foremost. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, too.
Man, I appreciate you being here. You know, anybody that I know that rocks with Neef, because Neef and I have been rocking for like a decade now, and just it's been so much love and genuine. So I know that anybody that he brings my way, we family now, right?
For sure.
That's how that works.
In.
Absolutely. But without further ado, man, who is Zilla?
I'm Zilla. I'm from up top. That's Williamsport. You know what I mean? That's kind of the outskirts of Philadelphia. I'm here to, you know what I mean, just let y'all know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a new artist that's about to break through. So just keep tuning in, and y'all gonna see.
No, that's what's
what
up,
is.
man. Absolutely. So before we talk about what you got going on now, because obviously you connected with the right people. You got, you know,
sure.
your guys with you today, and it's important that you had the right people around you. But,
sure.
you know, take us back, man. You know, young Zilla, what was it like growing up out there?
Young Zilla was active in sports, you know.
Okay. What sport you was playing?
Basketball and football.
You was a hooper?
Yeah.
You fast?
I'm fast. I'm little, so, you know.
You dusting them?
We fast.
Can he dust y'all?
You know, so. But I was also introduced to music at an early age through my dad.
So
my dad was I want to say a jazz player. He didn't play instruments, but he sung jazz.
Yeah.
So I was introduced at a very early age of Miles Davis and
okay.
John Coltrane and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was like my first introduction to music, and it was like kind of like a imbalance of what I wanted to do growing up.
Did you like jazz music?
I can listen to jazz music to this day. So
yeah.
I don't dislike it. I like it. It's soothing.
No, for real.
It's feel good music.
There's a time and a place for it, right?
There's a time and a place.
I agree. I'm with you. Like if I go to like a little jazz bar or something, I'm gonna totally vibe out, but I ain't gonna listen to it around the house.
Exactly.
That's dope, man. And you said you played sports. You was a hooper.
Yes.
Football.
Football. I'm too little for football. I tried it. We don't want to get tackled. That's not me. So we just stuck to the ball.
You didn't run track?
I didn't. I mean, I was actually real good at basketball. So,
okay.
So in high school, it was either the coach was like, you got to play basketball. You can't risk injury. So
right.
I stuck to basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, basketball is a dope sport, but a lot of people get them knee injuries and ankles and all that other stuff. Do you still hoop from time to time?
For sure. I know we probably going to get into it later on in the interview, but I was incarcerated. So
yeah,
that kept me active, like that kept me still playing sports, and so yeah, I still get out there and hoop and still drop 40 in a game or something. I'm like that.
He's nice.
I'm nice. You know what
I mean? Playing sports, you know, coming up, how did that help you with who you are today?
I know about like needing, like you can't do nothing alone.
Yeah, team player.
I just know how to, you can even ask my friends, I'm the ultimate team player. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody succeed.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much something that I use today that I learned from playing basketball.
Absolutely.
Just to make sure that my team is strong, because if the team's strong, then we'll excel and succeed.
Absolutely. You can't do this business or anything really in life by yourself. You got to have the right people around you. You got your guys with you today. They're here to support you.
100%.
That's a blessing. What do you want to say to them?
Well, like, they know what it is, you know. Like we really out there every day together. Like, they my number one supporters. Even the whole up top. Shout out to the whole up top. They supporting me, like, you know what I mean? And we gonna bust out the roof.
Absolutely. I think it's sometimes like, even though people know it, we still want to tell them, give them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like every now and it's good to hear to like, bro, I really appreciate you.
And I actually really do that with my friends.
That's dope.
I actually like let them know, like, listen, I appreciate you, like, even for the smallest things, like, you know what I mean? And I show it.
that I appreciate them.
Man, that's love right there. Because a lot of people don't do that because they're afraid of other people potentially getting on before them, doing better than them. So they don't want to let other people know that they have love for them, which is crazy to me.
Yeah, for sure.
And also playing sports, I think that, in this business, you got to keep yourself together, right? Being on stage performing is a workout.
Listen, like you can't pull that shirt off and be looking out of pocket.
Man boobs.
Yeah, we don't want
The
them.
ladies ain't going to be
Nah.
throwing their panties at that.
Yeah. I don't know, cause
Some of them do now. I'm just playing.
Rod Wave got the wave. He's great. He's one of the greats. Shout
Nah,
out
for
Rod
real.
Wave.
I'm just playing. I'm just messing with you.
Right.
So at what point did music really start coming into your life?
Jail.
Okay.
I did it before I went to jail, but I was caught up in the streets and music, and the music at that time wasn't putting money in my pockets.
Understood.
And I wasn't even trying to wait for it to get in my
Right.
pockets.
You
The
had to
music.
get to the money some kind of way.
Yeah, but that was the wrong mindset to have.
No, I get it, but you're human. We go through stuff like
Exactly.
that. Sometimes we gotta go through stuff like that. It's a little minor setback for a major comeback, right?
Yep. That's exactly how I look at it.
Yeah, you got to. And I always like to try to find the positive in every situation that we go through in life.
Yeah.
What year were you incarcerated? What was the year that you got locked up?
I got locked up in 2012.
In 2012.
2012.
Okay. And you said you was incarcerated for 10 years?
Yep.
Man, through them 10 years, bro, like what good did you take from that?
I lost a lot.
Yeah.
Like I lost somebody that was real close to me and my father. We called him Pint, and that's where my documentary and my and one of the tapes that I dropped is named after him. Because,
Okay.
he was such a mold in my life, like showed me everything. Even though I probably didn't listen to him at that age because I was naive, but like looking back on it, he made the path for me, and
Yeah.
and he just showed me so much more that I'm starting to implement in my life today.
When you say you lost him, did he pass?
He passed to liver cancer.
Man, but you guess what though? He's still with you.
Oh, for sure.
You
for
feel
sure.
it, right?
I feel him.
Yeah, his presence is
100%.
still there. And so while you were incarcerated, he passed away.
Yeah. while I
So
was
that had to
incarcerated.
hurt because you weren't able to be there.
Exactly.
But sometimes I think God does stuff like that to us intentionally to make you realize, man, I can't allow myself to get back in the situation because I can't miss out on those type of life-changing events again.
Yeah, because my dad died in 2017, so I was already incarcerated for like 5 years before that.
Yeah.
And those 5 years I was incarcerated, I was still wild.
Yeah.
I was in jail being wild.
You still wilding out?
I was still being wild because once I got sentenced, I mean, when the judge says 10 years and you only got a couple months in, you like, you're not even trying to see the end, or like you can't see the end. So I'm just
Right.
wilding out. That's where I'm venting.
Exactly, because sometimes, I don't know, I would think that some people, when they are in there, they feel like they have nothing to lose.
A lot.
When you really have everything to lose, especially when you're not given a life sentence and there is light at the end of your tunnel.
And there's kids in there now,
Yeah.
17.
Yeah.
Especially in Pennsylvania.
They're getting tried as adults.
I know people probably see what's going on in Pennsylvania or in Philly, in our hometown. Like it's nothing but kids in the system. So like kids with life sentences.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's,
What would you say to them? Like if you had to sit down right now with a group of youngins who's like, potentially already getting in the streets and doing the stuff that they shouldn't be doing, what would you tell them?
I mean, the instant gratification ain't worth it. Like,
Yeah.
Because when you in the streets and you doing whatever you're doing, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the instant gratification. You're not trying to really go hard to do better or like to have a job. Like, so you choose the streets. So
Yeah.
like
It's quick, instant
it's
gratification.
instant gratification, but the consequence for it is major.
Nah,
I lost
for real.
10 years of my life for
Yeah.
something that took 10 seconds to do.
Man, and that,
what I mean?
that's got to hurt because time is something we can never get back.
Never. So, I mean, like, that's why I'm here today. You know what I mean? Like, we going to make it work with the music.
But you know what, though? At the same time, you're a blessing. I'll tell you why, because it could have went the other route. Rather than you getting
100%.
incarcerated and having to sit down for a minute, you could have lost your life to some sensuousness. So you're still here to talk about it. Yeah, you lost 10 years of your life, but you still got a lifetime to go.
And that's something that, like, once I'm really able to, do these things, I want to talk to the youth. I want to.
Yeah, I think it's important.
It's very important to me. I want to be somebody that they can see that went through that. I went through that, and I know the inside and the outside. So this ain't me. I'm not somebody that's just saying it that never went through it. Like, I really went through it. You know what I mean? I really went through it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And what you can do, and maybe this is something you already thought about. Sometimes it's not even about preaching to people per se, like, don't do it, don't do it. It's about telling them your story. That's all you got to do is just tell them your story. And that is going to impact them more than you sitting down, pointing at them, saying, nah, don't go do that. Stay out the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the wrong approach.
That's the wrong approach.
I was getting that when I was a kid, so.
Right.
We always get.
We don't listen to that.
We
yeah.
don't listen to that.
But when people share their life story, it's motivating to them.
Yes.
Absolutely. So you said you started doing music before you were incarcerated, but it really became more of a passion for you while you was there.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
So it was I had family while I was incarcerated that I actually met for the first time while I was up there, and they was doing music. I would play around with it, you know what I mean? But I'm like, no, I'm done. It's over. Like, you know what I mean? The time that I still had to do, I'm like, it's not in me no more. But after my dad passed away in 2017, like, and this is a true story, I remember being shackled at his deathbed from jail. They brought me from jail to Williamsport to see him before I died. I remember being shackled there and him talking to me. My dad never knew about me, like, musically, like he really didn't know that I was really going hard with music. So, but for him at his deathbed to tell me that, you know what I mean, because I'm the only man in my family. Also, I got all women. Yeah. So for him to tell me that it's my turn to take care of the family, like, I need to man up, you know what I mean, and whatever I'm passionate in, then I need to put everything into that because my family need me. The girls need me. Yeah. So.
How did that make you feel that he told you that?
Coming from him, because, like, that's what he did. Like, my dad was a carrier. Like, he carried it. Like, he carried it for all of us. His loss, was felt. Even not just in our family, in the community. My dad's passing was felt. So, like, I gotta do what he said. Bottom line, he told me to take care of the family and it's gonna be with the music. So
now you gotta be the man,
of
the family and take care of everybody. Losing someone that close to you, like I get it. I lost my mother, and it's devastating when you lose someone like that. But at the same time, I think it really gives you a sense of clarity on life because it makes you, for one, let you know how life short is. How life is short. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I get, like, choked up talking about it. I'm sad hearing about your dad, and I just lost my mom last year, so I know how tough it is. Likewise. But it gives you a sense of clarity on life. Like, it makes you realize, like, we can't deal with the nonsense, and there's certain people who are not intended to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's meant to go on your journey. We can't force people to like us, nor should we, ever try to do that. You know what I'm saying? So at this point now, you're out. What's good with you now? You doing your music full time? Talk to us about that.
Oh, man, for sure. I'm doing my music full time. When I first came home, I started off fast.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that I was putting out now, and even still to this day, is when I first came home and was recording. So
yeah,
I'm a workhorse. I love the studio. I live in the studio. Yeah. So, but I put out a few videos, and my most recent project that I just dropped is called Pint of Real, and then another project that I dropped at the same time. So I basically dropped two projects at one time. One rap album, a rap EP, and the other one, an R&B strictly for the females. EP.
Oh, so you like versatile?
Yeah, I rap and sing. Like,
sing something for me.
All right.
I'm just saying, I want to hear that voice real quick. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in here and tell me that you sing and not sing. Am I right?
Listen, I can sing, but you know what I mean?
What happened was, I'm just messing with you. You ain't got to. Right. We're going to freestyle later.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely going to freestyle. You know what I mean? And I want y'all to tune in and tune into my R&B.
I was going to say, what's the name of that album?
It's called Release and Chip.
Relationship. How did you come up with that name? Talk to us about that name.
Cause I just feel like everybody looking for that, women for sure, but men too. They looking for that top notch relationship. You mean they looking for that, the best one? They looking for that relationship.
Yeah, I like that. And you're absolutely right. I think especially as people get older, they're like, I am not settling.
For sure.
I want top notch or nothing at all.
Or nothing at all. I'm at that stage in my life. Like,
No, for real.
I'm not settling. I'm not trying to run around and do all that no more. Like,
No, because you've been through a lot.
I've been through a lot, so I need somebody strong that's going, you know what I mean? Let me know. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I mean, I'm most certainly not a man, but I think a man wants a woman that's going to support him. That's a big thing because, you know, men have egos. They do. But you need a woman that's going to stroke your ego.
100%.
That's going to let you know, baby, you're doing good. I love what you're doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and running around just doing anything, they're not going to tell you that. They're not going to let you know that you're doing a good job.
right. Absolutely. And that's why we were saying earlier, you know, sometimes people just need to hear that.
Exactly.
You know, showing it's one thing, but, you know, sometimes you just want to hear it because it sounds good. Talk to us about when you're in the studio. What's that vibe like? What do you like? Do you like a lot of people, couple people?
I mean,
It depends what the mood you in.
Like, but for the most part, it just be me and probably like 5 or 6 of my close friends or my team or other artists. You know, I always keep artists along with me in the studio because, you know what I mean, having multiple brains in the studio while you working, that's geniuses basically.
Yeah.
Can make a great song.
Absolutely.
So like he might have an idea, you know what I mean, that I didn't think of, but I'm going to use it because I trust his ear.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So shout out to the artists that be in the studio, XD, Stacks, you know what I mean, Marley 2 times, anybody, you know what I mean, who I forget, you know what I mean, Cord, Watt. Everybody, man, you know what I mean? I appreciate them guys.
Absolutely. And you need people that's going to keep a G with you.
100%.
Like if you in the booth recording and that's not it, they need to tell you, bro, that's not it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Be honest with me.
Be
like,
honest with you.
You know what I mean?
Like I would rather someone tell me the truth or hurt my feelings a little bit than lie to me trying to make me feel good.
Yeah.
Tell me that's not it. I want to know. You know, that's the type of people. So do you have a creative space in your house where you record it all? Or are you always in the studio?
Oh, we always in the studio. We got a studio like 30 minutes away from where we at. Scott out. I said Scott out. Shout out to Sky. You know what I mean? He's out Silas Grove. He's a great engineer.
Okay.
That's my guy. We go there him anytime we want. We basically live in there.
Yeah.
So that's where a lot of the uniqueness of my sound comes from. It's just from living in the studio.
Right. How did you build that chemistry with him? And I'll elaborate. I think every artist has to have a great engineer. One of the hardest things to do is describe your sound. You can't just walk in there and be like, oh, I want it to sound like this. You have to provide him with some references.
Exactly.
Give him a couple reference tracks of maybe what you want it to sound like.
Yep.
But sometimes they still don't get it.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like they'll
don't.
give you what they think sounds good. Be like, bro, that's not what I was asking for. Right. How did you build that chemistry with your engineer?
So I'm not when I rap, I'm not like a auto-tune rapper.
Yeah.
So when I rap kind of like I would say like I don't want to compare myself to nobody because I'm my own.
I get it.
I grew up listening to Meek Mill.
Right.
You know what I mean? Meek Mill, Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
Jadakiss. So you could probably understand how
you a little
how I
mesh
rap.
of all them.
I'm
I
a
got
mesh.
you.
So you know, from that, I just went in there and he was like, we didn't even really come up with that. I just went in there and I sent them the beat that I wanted to record, and then I recorded. But just by being there for so long, we found my sound. We didn't use no plugins or nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, some people might go to an engineer and say, I want to use the Tory Lanez plugin.
Right, understood.
I need the Lil Baby plugin.
Right,
And it's
understood.
gonna get you close to sounding like Lil Baby.
Right.
But I
It's
just
crazy what they can do now, right?
Right.
But I don't understand, why would somebody want to sound like somebody else?
That takes away the whole originality.
I agree.
Of it. Like, you know
I
what mean?
agree.
But that's what they doing in the industry today. Like everybody sounds pretty much the same, except for me. That's why I'm here
But
right now.
that's the goal. You don't want to fit in. You want to stand
I
out.
want to stand out. I don't want to. Right? Exactly. I don't want to be. I want to be great.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to be great, then I feel like something wrong with that.
That's what's going to separate you from the other people, and that's what's also going to make you great because you have a different sound.
Yeah.
So you can't even really describe it because it's just so different.
Exactly.
And you said you sing and you rap.
Yes.
You versatile.
I'm versatile.
Have you ever thought about tapping into other genres of music? Being that you can sing, like I think you could potentially go a couple other lanes.
I'm open to anything that I'm comfortable doing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If I felt comfortable doing it, then of course I would. Which, I mean, it's not a genre that I don't like.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? I can't say that I dislike a genre because I probably never listened to it.
When you're a musician, you got to be open.
Open for sure. Like, definitely pop. I listen to a lot of pop.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to I know country. I'm not gonna say I listen to country, but
Yeah.
I mean I know.
There's a few little
artists.
country
I know
songs out there.
A few little country songs I know from start to end.
But I think it's dope because, you know, over the years, some artists have done that. They've tapped into country or even rock or something like that. And it's dope when you're comfortable being diverse like that because it opens you up to a whole new market.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it do. And that's something that I'm 100% open to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Change the game, bro.
I am. That's what I want. That's why I'm here. I want to be a game changer.
Yeah, because
Sure.
there's so many artists out here, and it's not no shade, but, you know, I've been doing this for 12 years. I got my start with DJ Clue 12 years ago. Shout out to Clue.
Yeah. Shout out to
I
Clue.
worked with him for 3 years. That's how I got my notoriety in the radio world. And just from up top to down bottom and everywhere in between, I've interviewed thousands of artists. And it's crazy how a lot of them won't step outside their comfort zone. They only want to be trap rappers.
Yeah, because they worry about what other people say about them. And then I feel like today it's so violent today that people feel like if you don't rap about that, then you sweet, you soft. Like for me, for instance, me singing, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know some people may look at me because they know where I come from too also. Like, and so me singing, some people may look at me like, he's soft.
But you know what, though? At the end of the day, keeping it all the way, G.
None of that matters to me.
It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, they really aren't thinking about us. They might talk about you in that very brief second, but nobody goes to bed thinking about what you're doing, what I'm doing. So it doesn't matter.
Exactly, 100%.
We don't please everybody, nor should we try.
Yeah, you can't think that you pleasing everybody because it's definitely people out there that don't like what you're doing. And this
Even
goes for
if you are
everybody.
doing good,
Right.
even if you are doing good, there's always going to be somebody
Somebody.
that has something negative to say. So you just be you unapologetically. Keep doing you because the ladies love it.
I know they
That's
do.
all that matters.
That's all that matters. They definitely do.
The ladies love it. That's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? So you out here in ATL right now.
Hey,
Man, welcome to the Atlanta. You know
where
what
the
I'm
play
saying?
is play.
For Atlanta. How did you and Neef link up? Because that's been my guy for a long time.
Oh man, so I was incarcerated. Shout out to Bird, Wally Bird. He's a brother to Neef and Chris.
Yep.
I was incarcerated with him.
Okay.
And being locked up with him, they have talent shows in the jail.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, they do talent shows. You might get in a cipher battles, and so I was top dog in the jail. I was top dog.
You was
in
the
jail.
man.
Yeah, battle songs, everything. I mean, I was just the top dog. So so he just connected the dots that way.
Yeah.
So once we got. But it was all about once we got home in a real connection. Like, how do we mesh? Like, is it some like for him and Chris? Is it something that we willing to back?
Absolutely.
So you know what I mean. Once I came home and got in the studio with them guys, Chris got right on the song for me. Shout out to young
that's
Chris.
love.
Yeah, he showed me love. They just like the vibe was like we knew each other our whole life. So ever since then, it's just like they backing me. Like they putting they chips in my corner, like, and I love them for that, and I'm gonna always play my part for them.
Absolutely. Well, you know why you're being blessed is because that you're doing good by other people. Like you said, your pops told you, you got to be the man now.
I do. 100%.
And because you got out and you're doing good things, God's gonna bless you. Because we don't get our blessings from no man, we get our blessings from God, right? So now it's all coming back on you.
For sure. And I don't take it for granted.
No, absolutely, exactly. And I could tell you got a genuine spirit. What would you say you've learned so far working with these guys? Because they're legendary. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this a long time.
Yes. So it's crazy. I learned I learned different from each
Yeah.
other because like they're different people. So,
Right.
Like rarely have I hung out with them together. You know what I mean? I have a lot, but like it's usually I'm with Neef, I'm with Chris.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I learned, from Neef. I mean, Neef is a wonderful business mind. Like
Yeah.
Neef show he teach me the business side of things and tell me don't get caught up in the music because I live in the studio and that's it. You know what I mean? So
He's telling you right though.
exactly, like, so I'm creating all this music, but I'm not doing nothing with it. So now 3-4 months down the line, I don't like that song no more because I don't even sound like that.
Right.
So you know what I mean. Neef just helped me. I mean, he just helped me in that aspect. Just the business side of things, and Chris. Chris is to me one of the greatest rappers.
Right. Understood.
You
I
know what
agree.
mean? Like, if we know, we're not gonna dive into the story, but it's a story behind him.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean. And to me, he's one of the greatest. So anything that come out his mouth, I'm like 3 ears open. And
I know that's
two,
right.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. But definitely when it comes to like music like rapping, or he give me a lot of you know what I mean, help.
A lot of wisdom, probably.
A lot of wisdom. And just in life in general, like them guys is good life coaches.
Yeah, and you have to have that, especially because, like you said, you were absent from what's going on for 10 years.
For sure.
A lot changed.
Yeah, a lot.
A lot. So when you came out, I mean, obviously you can still somewhat stay in tune with what's going on, but not fully because you're not out here living it.
Right.
What was the biggest change that you experienced coming out of incarceration of 10 years?
People growing up. So the last time I see somebody, they ate, and then just seeing them like pop is like 18.
They like an adult now.
And Instagram and stuff like that. None of that was around except for Twitter and Facebook.
Right, understood, yeah.
And MySpace.
Yeah.
I had
Black
MySpace.
Planet.
Yeah.
All that.
So yeah, technology and just seeing people get old and have babies, like, you know what I mean, that was the biggest hardest thing to deal with, or see, you know what I mean?
So I know you said that Neef's been helping you out on the business side, and that's a blessing because, like you said, a lot of artists will get in the studio and just want to record,
Yeah.
and don't do nothing with it.
Yeah.
And I'm not knocking that, but like you might have some hits in there somewhere.
I know I do, and I know I do. So I let certain people hear all my music. Everybody can't hear it though. So you mean the ones who do hear it, they know what I got. Like they know I got hits. They like, when you gonna drop this? When you gonna put it out? It's a science with me. Like if it's a hit, why I put it out right now when I don't have the motion that I know I'm about to get?
Absolutely. No, you have to move strategically.
Exactly.
Every move you make has to make sense, and when you roll out new music, you want to have a plan behind it.
Exactly.
And you don't want to let out your best music until you start building that little fan base. Get you a buzz going.
'Cause now I wasted it pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, you can always circle back around to it, but you aren't going to have the motivation like you did initially behind it because it's like an old record to you now.
Yep.
Yeah, you're like, man, I done heard this 500 times,
Turn it.
What's the scene like right there in Philly for independent artists? Is there a scene like showcases? What's going on?
Philly got a lot of stuff going out there. Philly, to be honest, Philly is pretty much in the forefront of the music industry, I think, right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got a lot going on out there with the Shake That stuff, and you know what I mean? Like they coming in with a different genre of music, and that's why they blowing up, because Philly coming with a different style of a different sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got Too Rare and D30 and them guys. Too Rare just got a song with Lil Durk. Like, them guys came with originality,
right,
and blew up.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? That's a lot of eyes that, excuse me, I bit my tongue. A lot of eyes is on the Philadelphia music scene right now.
Yeah, most definitely. And I mean, you're definitely on the forefront of that as well.
Sure.
What are some of the things that you want to do with your music? Again, you got the right people around you. You got the music. Where do you want to go with it?
To the top, I want to go, I want to be great, like I said.
Yeah.
I just want to, I just need people to see me, hear me. You know what I mean? I'm a performer. I'm not just a good sound. I sound good. I'm a good performer. I just want to.
You entertain people.
Yes, I want to get that opportunity. I feel like once I'm blessed with that opportunity, I'm going to take full advantage of it. And, I feel like I'm the hardest worker. All I want to do is work. All I want to do is get better.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? I just want to help somebody make some money along with me, put some money in my pocket.
I know that's right. What would be a big opportunity that you would love to be able to step into right now?
I just want to be a part of somebody that can see my vision. You know what I mean? Because not only am I just an artist, like I want to help songwrite. I want to help the community.
Yeah.
I want to help. I just want to be help. You know,
Yeah.
I want to help. So I want anybody just to see my drive.
Yeah.
See my work ethic, and you know what I mean. And the sound is gonna speak for itself.
Right.
So after you hear the music, I just want you to see the charisma in me.
Absolutely.
The person that I am, the good person that I am. Cause the music gonna pop.
Yeah.
You gonna like the music.
And it will speak for itself. Like, I'll tell you, I get a lot of artists that come to me because they know what I do. And they're like, man, I'm the hottest thing out. I'm like, that's cool, you tell me, but let me find out for myself. Let me listen and let me make that decision. Because everybody's opinion's different.
It is.
I may think you the dopest artist in the world, but someone else might be like, yeah, he all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It is what it is,
Yep.
you know. I see the mini doc that you got.
Mm-hmm.
You know, talk to us a little bit about that. Why was it important for you to document what you got going on?
Because I feel like down the line it was just good to just see how everything started once, you know what I mean? God willing, inshallah, that everything happens for me.
Right.
Everything that I want to happen happens for me. So it was good to have day one, me walking out the penitentiary, meeting my friends.
Yeah.
Them putting me in a good position when I come home, and just seeing me work while once I came home. Like a lot of the music that I did when I came home was what I wrote in jail from 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but it was still brand new to the world.
But it was still brand new to the world.
Yeah.
So even on the tape that I just dropped, a lot of those are old tracks. So I just wanted to document. I want to document everything. I want to vlog everything pretty much.
You have to.
Yeah, because I want people to see like my journey. You know, on from nothing to something pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not asking for $1 billion. I just wanna be somebody that people can turn to and look like I know somebody that went through that, or I went through that myself, and I know I can do it now, you know.
The motivation you're going to provide to other people through your journey is priceless.
And that's what I want to do over anything, for real.
Yeah.
Because I've been through it, so I wanna motivate people with my music. Even though my music, I'm talking about what I did or what I went through. It's not a blueprint to go out there and do what I'm talking about.
Absolutely not. There's not.
It's a blueprint to tell you that don't do that.
Exactly.
Because my person myself went to jail for 10 years. I lost 10 years of my life.
I think the most the word that we're going to hear the most throughout our life from birth on is no. People going to tell you no, don't do this. No, you can't do this. No, you can't have that. But it's what you do with the yeses that matter, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. I heard you freestyle a little bit, so we're going to get into that in just a minute.
Okay.
What's next for you? Do you got other business ventures in the works?
I bought you a hoodie. We got a clothing line called Life Denor.
Clutch, because it is slick,
sure.
about to get a little cold out here in ATL. I can't wait.
I bought you a hoodie.
Thank
and
you. I
t-shirt
appreciate
also.
that.
So we got the Life Denor clothing line about to launch. It was out before, but we're gonna relaunch it.
Dope.
You know what I mean?
Congratulations. That's big, bro.
I appreciate that. We got a website for it and everything. So that and music, you know what I mean, that's really what we like tied into the most right now, you know what I mean? Because I love fashion, I love music.
Yeah.
So those is the two things that I really want to start with, you know?
Absolutely, and they go hand in hand because, anybody in this business, especially artists, they want to look fly, right? They want to go out and look fresh at their shows so they can rock your brand. What's the website?
LifeDenor.com.
What does it stand for?
Life Denor is, Denor means black.
Okay.
So basically like black love. So we just, life, like we just trying to like.
You loving on your people.
Black life, exactly.
And life.
Loving on black life.
As you should.
Yep.
As you should. Absolutely. I'm here for it. I'm loving it.
I appreciate you. LifeDenor.com. Go and grab something. It don't matter, a t-shirt, you know what I mean? Something for your girl. They got stuff on there. Go grab it.
You got socks.
No, we don't got no socks, but we gonna make them now. We gonna have socks on there soon.
You gotta add that to your collection. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes some dope socks, right?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got some dope socks on right now. I love socks. So.
Me too. That's why I asked.
Exactly. I love socks.
There you go. But I know you got the hats, right?
Yep. Hats,
hoodies,
t-shirts,
something for stuff for the ladies.
Yeah, little jean shorts, little Daisy Duke, little hoochie mommy shorts.
Hoochie daddy. You got any? I'm just playing. No hoochie daddy shorts. Say we ain't doing the hoochie daddies. Unless the men buy the women's shorts and wear them.
Right, yeah. They got them.
To each his own. Before we get up out of here, I definitely want to hear this freestyle in a minute, but I'm gonna have you do a couple things before we get into that, okay? Sure. Tell everybody where they can follow you on social media.
Okay. Y'all can follow me where I'm at right here.
Yes.
Y'all can follow me on Instagram. I am Zilla _NG. As of right now, that's the only place y'all can catch me, but go there and follow me because I got everything on there. I got a lot to say. I'm a gift. So just come on there and open this gift up. Zilla.
If I follow you, gonna follow me back?
Oh, for sure. I'm going to follow back.
You engage?
I'm a follow.
You engaging on your social media?
I do. And
that's
you're
what I'm
see
talking
me and
about.
your views and everything.
That's dope, man. I know that you've been through a lot. Sure. You have a hell of a journey. We just covered a little bit of it, and I'm sure there's a whole lot more. We could probably spend hours talking about it. Yeah. And I want to be able to, tune in because you're going to create a bigger documentary. If you don't document it, it didn't happen. You have to document everything you got going on. Who do you want to shout out to? Who do you want to show some love to?
I want to shout out to Bird. Free Bird. Bird made a lot of this that's going on right now happen for me. Bird, we going to be rich. Shout out to Squeak. Shout out to XD for taking this ride to me. Y'all gang, you know what I mean? You already know. Shout out to Chris and Neef. Shout out to Boz. Shout out to Stacks. Shout out to Sil. Free Heck. Magoo, what's up? Up top, the whole up top. If I forgot somebody, the whole up top, y'all know what it is. We about to go super up.
Charge it to the game, not to his heart. That's one of the hardest things to do. Remember everybody, right?
Sure, it is. They know the love there.
Facts. Last but not least, we are live on the Industry's Most Wanted podcast. We got Zilla checking in. Give me some love one more time. Boom. I appreciate you being here, bro. Wish you nothing but success. We fam now. We locked and loaded. You know what I'm saying? Sure. I'm your big sis. Sure. Let everybody know what makes you the industry's most wanted.
Because my cadence switches, I'm just I just do it all. R&B, rap, my sound, my style, my swag, how we coming, how we pulling up is different. You know what I mean? So I'm industry's most wanted. Y'all about to find out soon.
Straight like that.
Straight like that.
So talk to us about this freestyle you about to do for us.
You know, I'm about to just, I want people to, just hear a little bit of what Zilla could do.
I got you. So I'm going to put it on. You let me know if the volumes are good, okay? All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Is it too loud? You good?
That's good. Up top, what up? I'm on it now. Industry's most wanted.
That's what I'm talking about.
You feel me?
You dig?
I'm a product of my hood, put that on game. I did dirt that I can't talk about, out of me won't get no names. Stood tall in every situation, I was taught the game. Nowadays, these youngers scared that they old heads the ones to blame. I ain't playing with these little niggas, I keep 2 blicks, they look the same. About to start running up on niggas like what's the problem, don't say the wrong thing. Fucking with them boys, your dog's gon' put you on a dog chain. Y'all spun, but y'all ain't hit shit, y'all like raw cane. Peoples be trying to tell me to lay low, but shit, I'm in it. Pulling XD out the trenches, I got him rapping, he really different. He ain't cutting no lights on when I tell Brody to hit the switches. Lil' shorty said she tryna get wiped on, but I'm hitting bitches. Youngin' could play ball, he wanted a ball, yeah, he had all the skills. Starting shooting guard, he caught his shooting, so now they guard his mills. Real quick, that's how shit can change, that's why we playing before we drill shit. No, I ain't out here being reckless, but I feel like I'm gon' kill, gotta get it poppin' with these records. About to pop in any second, get the drop, we come through wet shit. Waterfall, put you on the plate, they bring your head, it's like I ordered y'all. Still had a few cases, yeah, I fought them all. Don't know what rich to choose, so fuck it, I just went and bought them all. We clicking off them phones, I'm way too big to be a corner boy. Play shit, ones that's in this room, they my day ones who I'm gon' make it with. If you ain't putting work in, you should take a shift. Bustin' down all jewelry, diamonds dancing like Jamaican hits. Shorty super bad, can't hit it right, cause she can't take no dick. Sheesh, that box still dripping wet though, she keep messing up the shades. This how my niggas stuck though in the field with Louis Clates. I'm out that range, I ain't gon' show up on no radar. I was out the 8-8, thought that I went AWOL. I'm just running up a bed, this what it look like before you take off. Tuna said it's greasing, we ain't even take the tape off. The players that we back, I got them hooked, learned that from Nate Dogg.
I remember hiding straps on the tire, 12 bending through the lane when they searchers can't find us. I just did a whole decade, yeah, that's why I ain't been popping. Zilla.
Bro, he just went the fuck off. I gotta cuss now.